We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the man for UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. That would almost intercept it. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. It's Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a 1,000-yard rusher, a season to go. Antonio Gibson with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second and 10, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Another throw for Howell. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Let's go now.
Off the option, it's Jones. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing. Love. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Faking the handoff. Howell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now they go play action with Howell. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Howell. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Able to connect with Dotson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Howell on the QB sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Howell scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Love, they go play action now. Going deep here for Parker. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Parker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Folk's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Howell. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 31, Commanders.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Howell. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action. Love to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, Sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got a man complete. Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Powell throwing on 1st down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, Powell buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Commanders are back within a score. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
10 cycles. Shot, 17.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Love now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Love going to give this one to Jones. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Down.
On third down, here's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what
touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Shoves him away. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds. But a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And inside give to Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. That's taken in by Watson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Double 38.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready, go.
On fourth down, Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Yeah, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins. But now let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
43 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The 20. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Packers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.